Sunday, July 2021. This is my PE75. You guys have seen this thing run a couple of times in some of my videos. I'm stating the year now, today, because I restored this thing back in about this time of the year back in 2011. And it's time to change the oil. I've pulled the muffler and I've turned the elbow straight down on the oil drain, and then you can see a pencil line outlining that. I'm going to notch that piece of wood on this cart out so that I can drain the oil and not make a mess. Anyway, God. I built this cart underneath it so I could move this thing around a lot more easily. It weighs, I think, 340 pounds. So it's pretty hard to move around without wheels. Yeah, so I have one more bolt to remove, lag bolt. You can see that my wrench is there, and then I'll slide it back and notch that board out. And I brought this thing out of the garage too. This is my military air compressor. God, I don't remember. Maybe I bought this back in 2001 or 2, and it just keeps pumping air like you wouldn't believe. It works really well. It's on its second engine though, and gonna run this a little bit later. This was one of the first videos. This machine here is one of the first videos I made when I lived in Glendale, California, and it still keeps going. I have a 2-cylinder engine I bought for it from Saturn Surplus, and I believe they're only on eBay now, and it's inside this box here, behind all the crap. I'd like to mount that 2-cylinder engine. It looks just like this little engine on this air compressor. Exactly the same thing, only 2 cylinders. Look at that. September 86. I guess that's when this thing was assembled and painted. CARC. I forgot what that chemical something, active reactive coating. I'd have to look it up again. Paint's supposed to do funny things if there are chemical agents in the air. Anyway, I'd like to get a bigger pulley on the engine side so that compressor would spin a little faster and produce, instead of 5.2 cubic feet a minute, maybe 15, but nah, I may just leave it alone. You know, works really well as it is. So let me get back in here. And I'll set the camera down. Pull out this last light bolt. That's it. Okay. So we're going to pause for a moment and I'll be right back. Alright, so I tried drilling this thing out with a hole saw, and the hole saw wasn't deep enough. Whoa. So we're going to use the Sawzall. To finish the job. Went almost all the way through, but not all the way. No worries. Okay. I used a steel blade, so it wouldn't be so aggressive. And it's okay. Good enough for government work. Okay. Be right back. Yeah, that's nice and heavy. Okay, all the lag bolts are back in, and gonna drain the oil. I gotta make a catch pan first. Be right back. All right, so I made a catch pan out of an Evapo-Rust bottle, and I pointed the drain elbow down, and I've already loosened the drain plug, and there goes the oil. Doesn't look bad, it doesn't smell bad either, but I can see through it. It's kind of dark, but yeah, good idea to change it anyway. Oh, nice, good. So I've cut a hole in the side of this 1 gallon container with my razor knife, and installed a funnel. just pushed it into the hole, and that'll help keep the mess to a very minimum. And look at that. That's not bad after 10 years. That's Chevron Delo 400 DELO, diesel engine lubricating oil, or lubrication oil. Still has all the dissolved particulates in it that used to be in engines, sorry, motor oil of the past. Now motor oil doesn't last as long as it used to. Okay. I'm liking that. All right. Okay. Okay, it's hard to see, but in this little notch right here, there's an F. And in this notch down below, there's an L. So full and low, so I'm going to get it about 3/4 of the way up the dipstick. Oops. Let me get the other funnel. Yeah, bear with me. I gotta get an old school oil can. Okay, this thing holds half a gallon of oil, but I don't need that much. Probably only needs about a quart, maybe. So I'm going to fill it halfway. Excellent thing about this oil can is the spout has a on and off lever for no drips. All right, so there was a quart. So a quart brings it right to the low level. I didn't know that. Okay. I'll put another quart in here. Alright, so the oil level is right where my pinky fingernail is. I don't want to go any more full than that. And that was probably 3/4 of a quart. So in this instance, we won't be talking quarts, we will be talking pints. So it's been a while. 6 pints or 7 pints, 2 quarts to a gallon, 4 pints to a quart. So yeah, I think 7 pints, and that's it. Okay, that wraps up this video. I'm not going to run it today. I have too many things to do. I just wanted to change the oil, but I will start the air compressor and run it for a minute, so I'll be right back. Alright, so as I said, I already did fire this thing up. But I haven't run this in probably a year and a half, except for, you know, an hour ago. But just turn the switch on. Put the ripcord around the pulley. She's going to be stubborn. Alright, you get the idea. The engine spins the small pulley turns the belts spin the big pulley turns the crankshaft in the 3-cylinder air compressor. The air compressor compresses air, builds air, makes air pressure, and we get to turn liquid carbon into a gaseous state through the exhaust. So one thing I always do with my smaller engines and stuff, I'll plug the exhaust, keep moisture off of the exhaust valve face and seat, and then I'll close the fresh air vent, and that keeps things I guess nice and dry in there, as dry as can be expected. But there it is, man. That thing still runs, still produces air, and just like the PE75 that you can't see in the shadow, maintenance, it's all it takes. A little bit of maintenance and things keep working. Well, thanks for watching my video. Hope you have a great week. Later.